All right. All right, looks like we're live. Just a note, MURPHAGATOR is feeling a little sick. His voice is completely shot, so I'll be helping out on commentary. I'm BBH, by the way. Hello. I am not as skilled at Alien vs. Predator and Final Fight as Murph, but I'll do my best to try to explain some things. Time to hunt. Let's all wish Murph good luck. Alright, he's going with Lin Kurosawa. An OC that Capcom created for this game and never brought back for anything else, despite her being pretty popular. The first level in this game is kind of weird because they just give you a lot of aliens that just die in one hit. This game is also kind of weird in that you only start with 1 life, but on default settings you have 1 life to start, and then you get the extend at 100,000. Most people should not have a problem getting that extend. That was a nice, man. That upward kick of Lin's does a lot of damage on that boss. If you toss the pipe first, knock it against the wall, and then do that right after, the upward kick lands a bunch of hits, and yeah, that's round 1. I'm kind of loud. I can lower my own mic. Hold on. Hopefully that's better. I can adjust my audio as need be. How's that? Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over everything. Anyway. Alright, we'll leave it at that for now. Should also point out that that both Alien vs. Predator and Final Fight that Murph is playing today, he's playing these on hardest difficulty. I'm not sure of oh, okay. I'm not sure of all the changes on hardest difficulty. I was told that the enemies are more aggressive, and I think they do more damage and take less damage. So yeah, for the longest time, this game has been arcade exclusive. There's never been a port of this for like the last 25 years. Like if you wanted to play this, you had to find it in an arcade, or you know, once emulation became a thing, you could actually play it that way. But I guess it did get a release on that weird Capcom bundle thing that got released. That is just an emulator box. It's just using ports of Final Burn Alpha. So do not buy that $200 Capcom controller box thing. Kind of sad that it took this long for this game to get a home port when this game is pretty highly regarded as one of the best arcade beat 'em ups. Because this game has a super fun engine. Like you have a lot of versatility in how you can attack. Since every character has special moves that they can do. You've got full juggles. You can cancel moves into another, and you have a gun. Every character has a unique gun that they can use. Well, I guess both of the Predator's guns are the same, but the gun does have ammo. You can see the ammo counter at the bottom there. And normally when you run out of ammo, you get stuck in the reloading animation, but Lin actually has a trick to shorten the amount of time, which we'll see in a little bit. Also, I just saw an air throw there on that one alien. Lin's air throw does a crap load of damage, and it has that cool slow-mo effect to really drive in the damage. There's the pulse gun. Pulse guns are a gun pickup. They actually do a lot of damage. And that's he picked up a power-up that gives him infinite ammo for 10 seconds. Nice air throw there. Trying to air-to-air razor claws there. Hit him once, juggle with shots, and then try to get that air throw for maximum slag. Oh, almost got it. That slow-mo on the air throw, it's so satisfying. Ooh. Oh. I thought the air throw was to finish. Got the OTG gunshot, though. And then just like 3 aliens drop in and die. Good. So round 3 is essentially a bonus stage. It is possible to die on this stage, but you really shouldn't. The stage will be over in like 30 seconds. They do give you infinite ammo to just mow them down. Actually, that was less than 30 seconds. And he got the perfect bonus. If you're playing this game for score, you do need the full life bonus for the perfect vital. But we're not focused on score here. We're just going for the 1cc. So whenever I've seen this game used in like arcade tournaments, like 1 credit score-based tournaments and the like, round 4 is usually the wall for a lot of players. Round 4 is kind of a bit of a difficulty spike. It's a very long stage. You have to get through a lot of the stage at one point before you get a chance to get a food pickup. You got these stalker or smasher enemies that actually go for that headbutt attack, which is pretty dangerous. But yeah, one thing we might see here is Mer's doing the jumping shot. If you run out of ammo when Lynn is doing her jumping shot, and then she'll go into the reload animation when she hits the ground. But if you press the gun button again when she hits the ground after she's in the air, she cancels out of it. So he's actually canceling the animation to be able to move around while the gun is still reloading. Because if you run out of ammo while she's standing on the ground, you just have to sit there and wait while she goes through the reload animation. So it's always advisable to run out of ammo in the air, just so you can do the quick reload tech. Like that. Uh-oh. Running kind of low on life. It is, I think, a ways in before you get health back. And now we got some chest busters. Oop. Oh, that was kind of a... You can actually mash out of that without using the desperation attack, often called the Super Joy, but I think hit too many buttons, got the Super Joy, and of course that drains a little bit of health. So these zombies, these infectoids, they die faster than their health bar looks like they should have. Like usually just any attack that will like knock them down is like an insta-kill. So Murph is gonna play it safe here with the jumping shots. Carry the pulse gun with him as far as he can go. Just use the standard gun. His next hit is probably going to be death. Reload for safety. Yeah, this stage is... oh, and those enemies that run out and spit acid, they run out pretty fast. If you're not ready for them... Whoa. I'm pretty sure those smashers only run that fast on hardest difficulty. I've never seen them do that. That is scary. Okay, he's got some good grouping going on here. Might make it. But I think there is some RNG involved with what food item they give you. What food item they give you next. Like they usually give you a Coke can or something that doesn't give you much health. Yep. Soft drink. Soft drink is a food. So like I said, you get 1 life to start, and then 1 extra life at 100,000. So you only have 2 lives for the entire game. So you can only afford to make 1 death. I do not consider this game to be an easy 1cc just because of that. Oh yeah, and that double arm blast Lyn does, that's done by holding the attack button down and releasing. Like I said, this game has a lot of... oh, there's some ham. Now we're kind of safe. Like I said, this game has a lot of special moves. She's got the double arm blast, the little jumping sword stab, which is down and attack in the air, the rising kick, which is down up attack. Every character, well not Schaefer, but Lyn and the Predators have a slide kick, which is done with diagonal down and jump. And of course she has the air throw, which is just like direction plus attack if you're in the air and you catch another enemy that's in the air. Defenders are pretty annoying enemies just because they have the ability to block, hence the name Defender. And the Royal Guards they show up a few times throughout the game. They have a lot of health. And they can be pretty scary because of that. Also because they have an acid attack that they'll sometimes do on Wake Up. Yeah, I'm doing commentary for this run because Murph isn't feeling too well. This is not me playing. All credit goes to MURPHAGATOR. Yeah, that was a pretty clutch recovery. Like I said, this stage is really scary. The first half of the stage is pretty nasty. So as long as you don't walk towards the egg sacs at the bottom, usually the chest busters won't come out immediately. So that's why Murph is staying up near the top of the screen, waiting for the right opportunity to get the chest busters to come out. The egg chamber is like they take less damage before they've opened up. Oh, there goes the boomerang, whatever it's called. Still have some enemies to get through before we see the Alien Queen boss. Oh yeah, we should point out that Murph is actually playing these on cabinet. He's actually using original hardware for this and Final Fight. He's got a really nice setup. Beefsteak. All right, time for box strats. The Alien Queen can be pretty difficult if you don't know the the correct way to fight her, which is get on top of the. Maybe he's not doing that strat. Okay, never mind. I thought he was going to do the box strat. Instead, he's just gonna stab the crap out of her head. Gonna pretend the floor is lava. Use the desperation attack for safety. Still looking... Alien Queen does a lot of damage, so as long as... yeah. If you hit the ground, just do an immediate desperation attack. You'll lose a little bit of life, but the iframes are way too important. And she got the Berg. So hey, Alien Queen's dead. But the game is just beginning. Round 5 is kind of a shift in tone, because the aliens get replaced with humans. We are kind of skipping a lot of the lore here, but... Yeah, you're not just fighting aliens in this game. You got to deal with the humans. Of course, a lot of the humans are carrying weaponry that you can pick up and use for yourself. It also like I said, there's a big change in tone for the game because you end up getting a lot of these weapons, and the game kind of becomes less of a beat 'em up and sort of more of a shoot 'em up. Maybe not as much of a belt-scrolling shoot 'em up as Aliens, but so you can actually, if you pick up 2 of the same weapon, you'll actually gain an extra stock of ammo for it. Like, it'll actually stack. I think you can only get 2 stack or 1 stack like that. All right. Yeah, Lynn's always doing a lot of shooting too. Like I said, her gun is really good, especially when combined with the reload trick. That's kind of a cheap shot with the turrets if you don't know they're going to be there. Like, you gotta kind of walk around through the bottom. All right. So he's got to grab one of these guns before the boss. That turkey should stay on screen for the boss, or at least the first aid kit should stay there. Lynn is just really hype about picking up guns. Yeah, I think the chicken gets... Wait, was that chicken or turkey? The chicken gets scrolled off screen, but the first aid kit will still be there. So hey, remember the power loader? You get to fight a power loader. But of course, the pulse gun kind of generates the life bar, especially if you've built up stacks of ammo. It almost got to do a thing. Of course, later on, you'll have to fight the power loader again. Won't have as much special weaponry to deal with it, but then it becomes a little more dangerous. Because it's got that charge attack, it's got a flamethrower. You know what they say about flamethrowers in video games. So round 6 also starts off as another round with a lot of humans to kill. If I can be completely honest, I do think this game is fun. Like, I do think this game has a super solid engine, but I've always felt that the final couple stages of this game kind of sort of drag a little bit. I mean, they do mix it up. You do fight the humans and aliens some more. You got a predator boss later. But yeah, look at all these guns that are dropping. This game is very much a belt-scrolling shoot-'em-up. I wouldn't say the... Oh, special stage. Break the box. Wow, that's a fast kill. I wouldn't say this game is Metal Slug 3 levels of bad in regards to in regards to dragging on near the end. I'd gladly take this over Metal Slug 3. Yeah, that is kind of a problem with the just the fact that weapons are dropping everywhere. It's hard to fight sometimes without picking up one of the knives that these dinguses are dropping. Like, you want to keep the gun and then, oh look, a knife. All right. This knife is way cooler than a gun. There's just ammo everywhere. Ammo and knives. Whoa. Accidental rising kick. The input for that is down-up attack, so if you walk down, then press up and attack, you could get it on accident just because the input buffer is pretty generous. And then just scarf the whole pizza down. And of course the aliens are back. Can't keep the aliens down. Man, Armored Warriors, that's a game I never learned how to play. Like I said, I do think this game is... I find it pretty tricky to 1cc. I think I've only 1cc'd it, like, once. Maybe twice? And I forgot, like, a lot of the strats for the last couple stages. Like, there's certain parts where, I mean, it's a beat-em-up. You kind of know what the enemy spawns are. Especially when you have enemies like these smashers that just run in with their headbutt. Because enemies in this game do a lot of damage. Reload for safety. Yeah, those defenders can block most of Lin's standard attack combo, but I think they can't block the last hit. They also can't block the charge attack. Or the... Oh yeah, she also has that, if you double tap in one direction forward, she does the forward knife stab. That's also part of her standard attack combo. So you can actually do a double stab if you cancel into the last off the last hit. I mean, yeah, the defenders can't block that. Yeah, Lin and Schaefer are cyborgs, so they don't count as humans. Oop. Went for the quick reload, but it was still just enough time for the enemy to get in a tail smack. The defenders can block bullets, but they can't block a sword. Just going for the air throw. I respect the commitment to swag. Now for the Predator boss. I'm not entirely sure what the strats are with Lin. Like, the only time I've 1cc'd this, I used Predator Warrior. I think he's going for... Yep, there's the air throw. Get that big chunk of damage. The Mad Predator is kind of dangerous. He actually changes his attack pattern when you get low on life and starts turning invisible. Uh-oh. But he doesn't really have much in the way of iframes on Wake Up for at least the first part of the fight. So hopefully, nice. Keep him stun locked with bullets. Uh-oh. Turned invisible. And did absolutely nothing. And the air throw finish. Nice. But the Predator gets credit for his own kill. Oh no, this is not the longest arcade beat 'em up. No, not by a long shot. I mean, this last level feels pretty long, but yeah, just play one of the Knights of Valor games. Play one of the Dungeons & Dragons games. Do we really count the Super Spy as a beat 'em up? I don't know. But yeah, the Knights of Valor games, those games just keep going and going. I don't know if you would count Rampage World Tour as a beat 'em up. It's kind of like one. That game's just wrong. That game is something like 3 or 4 hours. No, I did not submit the Super Spy for the Coin-Op Classic. I only play short games like Total Carnage. Oh yeah, Gaiopolis is really long too. Man, Murph really wants those air throws. Hey, there's some lobster right there. Gun him down. Get those slide OTGs. Yeah, Lynn's air throw is just way too satisfying to not go for it all the time. Nice wall jump to get over the grenade. Oof. Somehow these humans just have a really dangerous kick. Like, their front kick just comes out with like barely any startup frames. So more of the Infectoids from Stage 3. Like I said, they die super fast. They have all that health, but any sort of knockdown type attack is going to just deplete their life bar instantly. Just jump over everything. Those lasers will damage you. Love that slide kick. The lasers can damage the aliens, though. I do appreciate that. It does kind of piss me off when you see a trap in a beat 'em up that can only damage you. That's not fair. Making good use of that disc. Like I said, these warrior enemies, they run out, they shoot acid. You kinda need to know like where they're gonna show up and be ready to either attack them or get the hell out of the way. Always make sure you have a fresh clip of ammo. Yep. See, he waited there for the smashers to run out. That would have gotten me. I would have forgotten. Yeah, this game does have some pretty satisfying weapons to use. Like, worst weapon is like the flamethrower that you get in Stage 3. But the pulse gun, the other rifle, they're pretty satisfying. Also, the knives are pretty bad too, I guess. Going for that air throw. Definitely want to try to keep them grouped together if you're going for gun strats. Which, if you're using Lyn, you're going to be using gun strats. Ooh, nice pickup. Got him right before he hit the ground. Keeping that fish on screen until it's needed. So he's got that health pickup, so he can just keep doing desperation attacks just for the iframes. Just in case things go bad like that. And got infinite ammo for the next section, which involves more Royal Guards. Oh wait, no, these are the Chrysalises. They, the first boss got demoted. Like, for the most part, this game doesn't reuse bosses too much. I mean, the Power Loader gets reused, but I think this is the only time the Chrysalis gets reused. We got some lobster there. Back up to full health. The Flamer. Yeah, the Flamer is really bad. Although you can kind of use it to land some hits on the Power Loader before it moves. So yeah, the Power Loader can be... This can actually be kind of a scary fight. Just because you don't have as much ammo as the first fight. Gotta bait its attack and then punish. But this Power Loader actually has the ability to move up and down on the Y-axis when it does that charging attack. When you fight the one in Stage 5, it can't do that. So this one actually is tougher than the Stage 5 boss. At least I'm pretty sure the Stage 5 one can't do it. My apologies if I spread any inaccurate info here. You can yell at me later, Murph. Yeah, trying to take out those enemies before they know what hit them. Just so you have less to deal with when the rest come out. If you can yell at all. Yeah, you gotta fight another Power Loader. At least this time there's some guns to use. Man, he's just burning his own dudes. This guy don't give an F. I don't know if I can cuss. I'm trying to tone it down. Nope. Oh, he hasn't picked up the sword yet. The sword will actually despawn if you don't pick it up fast enough. And there it goes. But I think you get it back starting on the next scene. Yeah, so Lynn actually has a slightly different attack combo when she doesn't have her sword. Oh, crap. Nice. Oh, the scene doesn't transition. Oh, crap. Yeah, he's gotta keep fighting without the sword. This game has that annoying feature where both Lynn and both the Predators, when they get knocked down, they automatically drop their weapon. So you kind of have to waste your iframes on Wake Up, picking up the weapon again. It's kind of a problem because you don't have the down stab in the air, which is really good for setting up air throws. So Murph's gonna have to do this like almost entirely with the gun. Ooh. Oh, he's got the magic pixel. A miracle that didn't kill, but cannot do any more desperation attacks. Oh. Banked in the butt by the tail. Even these lowly enemies can be scary on hardest difficulty when you don't have your weapon. Yeah, obviously the 1cc is still possible, but the final battle can be a little bit difficult if you don't set it up properly. Man, I can't wait till people get to see the destroyer from jail for the first time. That's gonna be fun. But yeah, you want to keep as much rifle ammo as you can for the next part. Or no, wait, there's another part before the queen, right? Like I said, this level just keeps going. Yeah, there's one more part. I always forget about this part. I could have used that first aid kit a little while back, but what can you do? Yeah, I'm Lord BBH. I'm doing the commentary since Murph isn't feeling too well. His voice is pretty much shot, so. Murph needed somebody that knows these games, and I don't know them as well as him, but I figured I could do it. I'm here. Might as well do it. I am not hijacking his run to do that. I don't know, it's more like I was the first one to volunteer, I guess, so. Like, yeah, I can do that. So yeah, this next part, you have to fight a bunch of soldiers before the last boss. And I think what Murph is going to want to... Oh, God. He's going to want to do here is keep some of the guns there so you can have the... Oh, crap. Oh, that's not a good start. You have to keep some ammo for the last boss. Luckily, since Lynn has an alternate gun she can use, this does make it not too impossible to do. And there is some health in boxes to the right. So there will be some opportunities to get health back, but this is... You still want to keep it for as long... Oh no, the gun despawned. Oh god. Oh, these guys are being jerks. Okay, that's really not good. Because he lost the pulse rifle. So he's not going to have a gun going into the alien queen. This is going to be scary. It's doable, but this is going to be scary. Because you want one of the guns to do as much damage to her as possible at the beginning. So, using the iframes on the desperation attack to avoid the acid. As long as the desperation attack doesn't make contact with an enemy, it doesn't drain health. Unfortunately, the enemies there are getting a little close. Oh, Jesus. The pulse rifle does a lot of damage to the queen, but unfortunately he had to use a lot of that ammo to take out the other enemies, too. Ah, missed those shots. Not good. Oh. Now the queen is doing her tail attack. I think that's an insta-kill if you get caught by it. But all you have to do is go all the way to one side of the screen. Oh, magic pixel. Oh, slap in the face. It was a good run. Into the Alien Queen on 1 credit on hardest difficulty is still nothing to sneeze at. But unfortunately, I think dropping that that pulse rifle like right before the boss fight started was did him in there. Well, we should get a TCC at least. Yeah, this attack. You just want to go to one side of the screen when you see the tail in the air. That's super high jump. Man, that's another life. Like I said, this game is not easy. Especially on hardest difficulty. Those Royal Guards also have a lot of range on that that tail attack. Wow, the anti-air acid. It's such a fast attack too. It's so cheap. Oh my god. Oh, that's rough. One hit away. Well, shit happens. Like I said, you gotta go into that fight like super prepared. Keeping that extra pulse gun ammo, just so you don't have to deal with as much of that fight as you have to doing it the long way. But still, that's way better than I think anybody here would do on hardest difficulty. This is a scary game to run in a marathon. Take this. But of course, unfortunately, there would be no sequel to this on the Capcom side. All these other AVP games got made, but we would never see Lin Kurosawa and Dutch Schaefer again. Can't trust those Weyland Yutani folks. Anyway, I'm going to be sticking around since Murph is doing Final Fight next. Final Fight will also be on hardest difficulty.